You are born in a glittering storm of life, a cloud of 1,000,000 translucent eggs adrift in the Gulf Stream's warm current. The sun is far above, unreachable, diffused through a cathedral of blue. You are one cell among countless others, no larger than a grain of dust, spinning in a cradle made of salt and light. The current cradles you, carries you, decides for you. There is no choice, only motion, only drift. Around you, the ocean hums like a deep lung. Microscopic creatures bloom and vanish in the flick of seconds. Predators feed before you even hatch. The odds are cruel. Out of 1,000,000 eggs, maybe 2 will survive the first week. The others dissolve into the sea, their deaths so small the ocean barely notices. But you for now live. You burst from your egg with a heartbeat that feels borrowed. You are all instinct, a silver thread twitching toward survival. Your body is soft, fragile, almost transparent. You cannot yet swim fast. You cannot yet see far. The current drags you like a forgotten thought. Above, light flickers. Below, darkness folds inward like an open mouth. Plankton swarm. You feed. The first taste of life is also the first act of killing. Every bite is another heartbeat stolen from something smaller. You are learning the language of the ocean. Consume or be consumed. Days blur. The world becomes colder, faster, hungrier. You grow a spine, then sharpen. Muscles coil into purpose. You begin to feel what it means to move under your own will. You are no longer drifting. You are cutting through water, a blade born from hunger. Still, something vast moves beyond comprehension. The current shifts. Strange vibrations tremble through the sea. Somewhere in the dark, metallic echoes of propellers turn the water into static. You don't yet know what that sound means. But one day, you will. The sea does not welcome you. It tests you. Every ripple hides a mouth. Every shadow is a shape that might end you. You learn to move not in lines, but in bursts. Explosions of motion that vanish before predators can catch your scent. Your small body learns rhythm before language, violence before peace. You swim through invisible wars. Barracudas slice through your school, jaws gleaming like knives made of hunger. The water becomes confetti, silver scales drifting down like snow. You dodge, twist, feel the brush of death so close it burns. You don't think, you don't reason, you react, you survive. That alone is a miracle. Each day adds another layer of armor. Your muscles thicken. Your skin gleams like tempered steel. You are built for velocity, born to chase light itself. Your heart, the largest of any fish relative to size, beats like a war drum. You are designed by evolution to never stop moving. To stop is to suffocate. So you swim always. Even when sleeping, your body glides forward, mouth open, feeding water through your gills like a silent machine. Hunger drives you to follow the invisible highways of the Atlantic. The sea teaches you to read its signs, temperature gradients, pressure lines, magnetic whispers. You can feel the pull of entire continents. Sense the moon's gravity in your blood. You are an instrument tuned to the pulse of Earth itself. Yet, every lesson comes with a price. You lose others, siblings, kin, countless shadows that vanish into jaws. You do not mourn them. The ocean does not allow grief. It allows only movement. One night, as you dart through moonlit currents, a dark figure passes below, massive, slow, deliberate, a sperm whale. You freeze, heart hammering against bone. Its song is low, almost gentle, but the sound shakes you to your bones. You realize, for the first time, how small you truly are. In the vastness of the Atlantic, your strength means nothing. You are a fast fish, yes, a perfect design, but perfection does not protect you. Not from what's coming. Years pass, though the ocean doesn't count them. You have crossed entire hemispheres by instinct alone, returning always to the same cradle of warmth where you were born. As if the sea remembers you, or perhaps as if it intends to reclaim you. You are no longer small. You are a torpedo of muscle and will, faster than nearly anything alive. A single flick of your tail can propel you at 40 miles per hour. You are power incarnate. And yet, that power is never yours to keep. The ocean demands tribute for every heartbeat. Smaller fish flee before you now. Mackerel, squid, sardines, a glittering orchestra of fear. You hunt not for sport but necessity, because to live you must burn energy like fire underwater. Your blood is warm, an evolutionary trick that lets you outswim the cold. The bluefin is one of the few warm-blooded fish on Earth. You are a furnace in an icy cathedral. In the shallows, you encounter your kind, others like you, vast and restless. Mating season. The sea thickens with life and lust and motion. Bodies spiral, collide, release, millions of eggs, millions of chances. A ritual older than memory. You feel something almost sacred, a rhythm that feels like eternity brushing against your skin. For a moment, you think maybe this is the reason for all the running. To continue, to repeat, but there is tension now, something foreign in the water. The vibrations you once felt as a hatchling return, mechanical, rhythmic, unnatural. The deep hum of engines far above, splitting the silence with intent. You sense them before you see them. Ships, human silhouettes against the sunlight, dragging long shadows down into your world. At first, they are distant, just noise, but the sound follows you everywhere, a metallic heartbeat that grows louder with every migration. You try to ignore it, chasing prey through canyons of coral, weaving through schools of glassfish that shimmer like floating stars. Yet, even here, something feels wrong. Fewer fish, fewer places to hide. The ocean is changing, warmer, emptier, stranger. You are a master of endurance, but endurance only matters if there's still something left to reach. It happens not as a battle, but as an inevitability. You swim into a silence that feels wrong. No birds above, no dolphins near, just stillness, heavy as grief. The water thickens with an invisible presence. Then it comes, a wall of death, a net stretching farther than sight, curving like a mechanical horizon, miles wide, impossible to outrun. You thrash, accelerate, turn. The mesh tightens. Your speed, the gift of your bloodline, becomes your curse. You crash into the fibers again and again, cutting skin, bleeding color into the sea. The others panic beside you, an orchestra of terror thrumming against nylon. Above, faint silhouettes move, humans. They haul the net upward, pulling you toward a world you were never meant to see. The surface splits open. Sunlight burns your eyes. Air hits your gills like fire. You can't breathe. You were never meant to. Metal hooks pierce your flesh. You convulse, muscles screaming as oxygen drains away. The water turns pink, then red, then quiet. You hear their laughter faintly through the waves, a sound you don't understand. They call you blue gold. They measure your body, not in years of survival, but in dollars per pound. Your death funds luxury. Sushi bars on another continent, a delicacy for those who will never feel the weight of the ocean crushing against their bones. You were fast, strong, ancient, and none of it mattered. Your species is dying, 90% gone in less than a century. A lineage that once ruled the Atlantic reduced to quotas and auction slips. They call it fishing, but it is closer to erasure. You are vanishing, frame by frame, generation by generation. The current carries your blood back into the sea, as if the ocean is reclaiming what humanity refuses to understand. Somewhere deep below, a few young tunas dart through the ruins of coral, unaware that their inheritance has already been sold. You are gone, but the ocean remembers. It carries your story in whispers, in the hush between waves, in the shimmer of scales that still drift like ghosts through moonlit water. Every migration route, every thermal current, every pulse of the tide holds a trace of you. You were never meant to be legend. You were meant to be motion. The world above keeps moving, faster than any fish could swim. Markets rise and fall. Boats multiply. The ocean, vast as it is, shrinks beneath the weight of human appetite. They will say you were overfished. They will call it unsustainable. But what they truly mean is that they love the taste of you too much to let you live. Your kind were built for endurance, yet you were undone by stillness. The moment you were pulled from water, breathless, helpless, staring into the sky you had only ever seen as shimmer and myth. The irony is quiet but cruel. You evolved for endless motion, and humans took that away in seconds. If you could think in words, perhaps you'd wonder why survival always comes at the cost of someone else's peace. The sardine flees from you, you flee from nets, and the sea itself flees from the heat above. Every life, it seems, feeds another's hunger, until the chain loops back to nothing. Still, the ocean continues to breathe, even as it loses its voices. In the depth, where the water glows faintly with plankton and memory, there's a silence that feels like mourning, but also, faintly like forgiveness. Maybe that's the truth of existence. Not to win, not to endure forever, but to move until you can't anymore. To fight the current, even knowing it always pulls you home. And in the end, As the sea folds over your story, there is only one sound left, the slow, eternal rhythm of the deep. The ocean takes everything back.